That's what I do. Then it gives us both time to share this broadcast on social media.
Oh, yes.
The media of the socials. It's the social media. So Glenn, do you listen to something to wrestle with?
No.
Okay, so I listen to something to wrestle with. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on what the topic is, really. And Bruce always says that if you don't have if your main attraction that's on the card can't make it, then you got to get somebody to substitute that's either the same level star or above. And so the mayor couldn't be here, and so I had to get my buddy Glenn, who was a bigger star than the mayor on the show, obviously, to take his place.
How could you ever take the place of the men?
You know what? If we got the mayor on here, asked him right now, who's the bigger star, him or you? And I bet he'd say you.
He probably would, but last Saturday he was a superstar.
Oh God, he was. That whole Hogan promo had me crying.
The answers to the questions were exactly what I wanted.
You were looking for somebody to give you a bunch of dumbass answers, and he was your Huckleberry.
Yeah, he obliged with spades, really, didn't
He really did. And then the whole Hogan promo of with knobs pissing in the sink with the garbage disposal going, and then I didn't realize this when we were doing it live because I was keeled over laughing. But after he was done, he did a Hulk Hogan flex,
he?
which I didn't even realize that he did that. Which goddamn, that was goddamn amazing. I laughed till I cried. I heard it once or twice, and every time I heard it, I laughed until I cried.
Yeah, listen, I haven't listened to it back yet, but
I
I just
listened to it back and watched it back.
yeah, because I just wanted to release it as it was. Anybody that wanted to listen to it got the same sort of feel. The
I'm
organic
looking
feel of it. It was on
right.
Saturday.
I'm looking forward to more Brit quizzes. Hopefully, we can get some more guests on. That'd be a good watch. And then you'd have a live watch. You'd have a live commenter because I'd watch. Don't feel bad because nobody fucking watches this shit either.
Well, we actually had 18 people watching us at one point there on Saturday.
Well, goddamn, pal, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
18 people is good. And you never know too because on Twitter, like I said, they don't show the comments. So if people are commenting on Twitter, you don't see it anyway. So
Yeah, it was only 2 on Twitch, but 18 on Twitter. And then
look
like,
who speaking of the devil.
there it is.
In case people don't know, the mayor's real name is David. So this is David Trentman. That is the mayor's shoot name. It was funny. He bought a Hulk Hogan action figure from me, and I was going to send it to him. And I give Rachel his address, and she's like, "I need his name." And I'm like, "He's the mayor. What do you mean you need his name? Just write the mayor." I didn't. I had her write his shoot name, but I just when she asked me that, I'm like, "He's the mayor. What do you mean? What's his name?"
Of course, it will get there. I know he bought it from you because he bought it from you online virtually. He bought it on air last week.
He probably that's true. And then I got him another Hulk Hogan figure that I haven't sent to him yet. That I picked up at Walmart for him. He's building his collection.
Of Hulk Hogan figures.
He said he is Horace Hogan to your Hulk Hogan. So there
Yeah.
you go. Come on, pal. You're not Horace Hogan. You're better than Horace Hogan.
He said.
You're at least 100 times better than that guy. 100 times. So, Glenn, currently 1 o'clock in the morning where you reside, correct?
Exactly 1 o'clock.
And at this current time, I am now a 38-year-old man. So, how about that?
Yes. I wish I was.
You know, Glenn, I probably feel and I'm probably mentally more about your age than mine, pal. I'm probably 76 years old mentally.
You see those adverts for these mental games that they put up where they say your mental age is 120 unless you play our game and it will go down.
Yeah.
I want to know what my mental age.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's information I don't need to have.
Probably come up about 12.
I'd be at least 15, at least. Maybe, depending on what day it is. Well, folks, We are here this evening to watch the worst of something that wrestling has to offer. We are going to watch some 2000 WCW. It's going to be WCW Spring Stampede 2000. Glenn, I'm a real good friend of yours to bring you on here to watch this crap, huh?
Oh, lovely. I'm actually looking forward to this because, like, before I even got into the WWF, I was a big fan of WCW. And that was when it was good. But by this time, it had definitely, I'd given up on it and was just watching WWF and WWE.
Yeah, it had definitely taken a nosedive. So, like in the early years of WCW, I didn't really see it until Hogan went there, and
Mm.
until he like really started running Nitro was probably when I started watching it. But like before that, I knew who Sting was and Ric Flair, but like other than that, I really knew no one from WCW. It was like another world to me. I think I remember watching AWA on ESPN more often than I would watch WCW.
Yeah. I think I mentioned it before, probably not on here, but on our show, that there used to be in the middle of the night, the wrestling show on our TV. And they do stuff from all over the place. And a lot of the stuff they used to do was from WCW. So I got to see the likes of Flying Brian Pillman and Surfer Sting and the Steiners when they were a good tag team.
Mm. Well, they were always a good tag team if you're talking to their face.
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, I would never say that to Rick that they were a bad tag team.
No, at least not from a distance. I wouldn't. No.
Awesome.
A good distance. But yeah, we're not going to see any flying Brian Pillmans or Steiner brothers. We might see some Steiner brothers. Who fucking knows? I really don't know. We're going to get it started here. We're starting at all zeros if you're watching with us on a later date. As I've said before, if you have Spotify now, the video versions are up on Spotify as well as the audio. So you can either listen to it or watch it on Spotify if you want to. So check that out. And as always, you can hear us on SportsWire Radio. You can hear this show on SportsWire Radio. You can hear Glenn's show, which he's going to plug later on SportsWire Radio. Give Thomas Price a follow at Thomas Price 2017. I'm going to get that in before we've had too many beers and forget, Glenn.
Which we do all the time, huh?
which would not be rare for our shows. At least for me and you, anyway. But here we go. I'm going to count down from 3, and we're going to get this thing started if my mouse will work with me. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. There we go. It kept trying to shift it on me. That was a hell of a match right there, Glenn. Me versus the mouse.
Yeah. Glad you got the pick again.
I finally got it to tap out. It took a while. Bro. This is the height. So this must have been when Bischoff came back, too.
At this time, there was some lovely hair around even by then.
Yeah, you know what? I like Silver Fox Bischoff. You don't get to see Silver Fox Bischoff very often, but I like that hairstyle for him. And now they, of course, got the spray paint. What do they spray? Oh, the new blood. I was like, who's spray paint NWO?
that would have been in black.
I guess so. This like video package could give you a fucking seizure.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
Oh.
Hogan's been hit with the chair. He's got the white shirt on, Glenn, so you know what that means.
He's gonna bleed.
He's gonna get the color. He just got beat by Billy Kidman.
And a chair.
Billy Kidman was once married to Tori Wilson, so he's fucking a hell of a salesman.
Yeah, talk about punching above your weight.
Talk about outkicking your coverage. Yeah, that's a. Hogan's pissed. He's got the power of Hulkamania going all over the place. He's ramming a limo. No, that's Bischoff. Who was in the limo? Oh, Hogan's in the limo.
Hogan again.
What the fuck? That was like a fever dream. Oh, gee. Speaking of Tori Wilson, here we are. She's roll tide, as they say.
Yes.
All the way live, right? That's what they say.
So all the way live.
There we go. Russo, he's got a Mets shirt on, which I apologize. Sorry to any Mets fans out there. Just because you're a Mets fan, that's why I apologize. They already showed all this. Why are we showing it again?
They haven't got enough program. It's a few years before this podcast I listened to, who were doing the sort of the birth of WCW, and it was the same then.
Before the Dungeon of Doom.
Before Turner bought it, it was just sort of, or just after he bought it, it was all sort of. It was in such a dire state that they were just showing the same stuff over and over and over again. So as we always say, there's nothing new in wrestling.
Fair. Steiner is gay, so that's a cool sign. and Steiner, if you are, we are not judging you. Be as gay as you want to be.
Yeah, but which one? We know he isn't.
I don't know what.
One of them. His offspring's running roughshod around NXT at the moment, so we know one he isn't.
I don't know if you saw that link that I posted in our chat, but the other Steiner's son's like a D1 level high school basketball player here in the States. So, which I'm surprised to hear a Steiner's playing fucking basketball. That surprises me.
Especially if he's big enough to play basketball, you'd be thinking he'd be throwing people around like he's
playing linebacker or something is kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
Get well, Hulkster. Buff is my kind of stuff. Who knew that would be a sentence in 2022 that's actually a fact? Because if you follow Buff Bagwell on Twitter, he's pretty goddamn good follow on Twitter.
He is. He's one of those that you would have thought so. With the way that he was built and everything, you would have thought it was a chicken breast and exercise guy. In his brain, but he doesn't seem to have. He seems to have come out of it unscathed.
Yeah, now that he's sober, he's clear headed now.
Yeah, it talks a lot of sense.
Some guy who doesn't talk a lot of sense is Mark Madden here. Looks like somebody punched him in the fucking eye.
I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't you punch him in the face?
Yeah, I mean, if I saw him, I'd probably punch him in the face too.
He's got that little pudgy face that needs punching.
Yeah, he does. His face screams, "Hit me!" It's hit me in the face, please. His voice too, and the way he talks, he's just like a condescending sort of person. Which is like, if I talked to somebody like him in person, I'd probably kick him right in the knee.
I was watching Dynamite yesterday.
Yeah,
and if there was any proof was needed that they are trying to beat WCW 2.0, then there was hundreds of people in the crowd with those sort of signs.
Not Steiner's gay though, right?
No, not the Steiner's gay one. No.
Oh fuck! It's fucking this idiot. It's the I'll say anything on Twitter to get a reaction guy. This guy. Hey, he's got fucking Tony Two Dimes with him. What do you know?
The Mama Lukes.
Doesn't that look like the guy on NXT's father? The guy on the left?
Yeah. It is.
He was 2 quarters, and that's why his son is 2 dimes.
2 dimes.
Do you remember these guys' names? I know it's Big Vito, but I don't know the other guy's name.
No, I can't remember him.
Which Big Vito is a Mayor of Superstars fame. He was Skull Von Crush, which we've seen him a couple times on there.
I know Disco's name because I'm ashamed that he's a Glenn. To the name.
I forgot his fucking name is Glenn. I just call him Dickface, so that's his name to me. Dickface. Ric Flair is dressed like he just came from a fucking golf game. He just played 18 holes.
Yeah, he did play golf.
Lex Luger's dressed like a douchebag because he is a douche. Well, he was a douchebag. He's a nice guy now, I've heard, but he used to be a douchebag.
Sadly, he lost his mother this week.
which I am sorry to hear. I am sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's too bad. They've also got Miss Elizabeth with them, which anytime I see her with Lex Luger, it just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yes, well,
Yeah,
you do, yeah. Obvious reasons.
right. Team package. That is something, Glenn. That is a declaration right there. I am team package.
There you go, boasting again. I am team package.
So I read Lex Luger's book, and in like the first 1 or 2 chapters in his book, he claimed that he set a record, an elementary school record for the long jump.
Okay.
What fucking elementary school is keeping long jump records? The answer is none. He's full of shit.
Okay.
He's full of shit. Oh god, now he's probably gonna tear his clothes off and flex his muscles. I bet that's what's gonna happen.
He so wanted to be Mr. Perfect, but somebody had already done the gimmick a lot better.
And that guy could actually, I mean, not that Luger was like the worst worker of all time, but he wasn't no Mr. Perfect level worker.
No, definitely not.
100% no. He is gassed to the gills out here. Look at that. Good God. Ugh. Kind of gross.
I wonder what happened to the steel plate in his arm.
It's probably it's got to still be in there, right?
Well, you'd think so, but he doesn't. By this time, he's not knocking people out with it like he was in the WWF.
That's true. They kind of had dropped that gimmick a little bit.
Yeah.
The fans in Chicago are happy for Ric Flair. Is he going to come out dressed in the fucking golf clothes that he was wearing in the interview? I fucking hope not. Frank's here.
That would be so good. The robe and the golf clothes underneath.
You know what, Glenn? You're right. Oh fuck, he does. Lex Luger's coming to the ring with his grandfather here, so that's fun.
He couldn't even be bothered to put the robe on to come out. He thought he'd just come out as he is.
He's got fucking khakis on. He's gonna wrestle in fucking khakis.
Is he gonna wrestle?
I would assume it's. I think it's a tag team match, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know. They're not actually putting. Again, this is another thing with WCW, especially in the later years. They never explained anything, so you're not going to get any writing up or anything to tell you who's doing what.
Because they don't know anyway.
They have no clue. No.
Russo's out here now, and I don't know what he's saying. I bet he says bro a lot. If we turn on the sound right now, Glenn, and played a drinking game where we had to drink every time Vince Russo said bro, we'd be fucking wasted by the end of this promo. Why does he have a watch around his neck? What the fuck is that?
Who knows why and why Vince Russo exists even?
I guess that's true. Like I have a list of people I want to punch in the face, and I think Vince Russo's on it. Oh, it's the Harris brothers. What was your favorite Harris brothers gimmick?
Remind me of them. I can't even think of them, to be honest.
Okay, Glenn, there's only one right answer, and the only right answer is Jacob and Eli Blue.
Oh, of course.
They were in DOA. They were 8-ball and chains, I believe, were their names in DOA.
Yeah.
And I think they were called Creative Control at this time in WCW, if I'm correct. They look like they have binoculars on their shirt. They got a pair of binoculars on their shirt.
They're attacking the poor old man in his gold clothes.
he's just trying to get in 9 holes with the cart, and he's getting beat up by a couple of Italians.
Leave me alone. That's a mugging.
Oh God, Glenn. You know what the good news is? This is a triple threat tag team match, and I don't know if you know me, but I love a good fucking triple threat tag team match. Not.
Is it? It's what this. Well, 5 of them are attacking Luger and Flair. So how is this?
You know what? You want Glenn? Fair. We don't know why any of this is happening. It just is.
Oh, it's 4 of them and the referee. So.
Oh, Flair's chopping out of the corner. Disco got punched, which I'm always a fan of.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we got some brawling on the outside. I'm not sure what's happening. They have H-bomb shirts. That's what it is. It says H-bomb.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that means. I'm not sure.
Rick's going for the figure 4.
Oh, good. End this thing early. Let's get
Yeah.
on to the next match. Maybe it'll be less confusing.
Yeah. Give up on it.
Why did he let him go? Dumbass. He deserved to get kicked in the face for that one. Is Disco Inferno just had some sort of involuntary spasm outside the ring?
I'm not sure who the legal man was. I think the referee decided that at that moment, after everything else that was going on, he'd remember the rules and say you're pinning the legal man.
Like, hold on. No, sir. You're not the legal man. Oh, he said, forget about it. Hey. Which Ray Liotta died today, too, man. Sad day.
Who did?
Ray Liotta?
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, Goodfellas. Yeah. And many other movies besides Goodfellas.
Yeah.
The Harris brothers went for a double boot there and didn't connect with Flair at all. Oh, yeah. Pin him twice since you connected so hard with that. Okay, so it's 4-on-2 because they're all standing in the same corner. What the fuck is...
Yeah.
The title of this episode is going to be WCW Spring Stampede. Why? That's going to be the title of this episode. Oh, God. There are too many guys in this match wearing fucking khakis. There's like 6 guys in this match, and 5 of them got khakis on.
Yeah. Just turned up in the street clothes. That'll do. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
They weren't even supposed to wrestle. They were just supposed to take pictures with fans. And Russo said, "Bro, we need you out there, bro. I ain't got no gear. It's fine. Just get out there, bro." This is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And now he's missing elbow drops, which is fun. Oh, Flair's stumbling like it's Saturday night. Just you can't reach him. The ref didn't see it. Nope, ref didn't see the hot tag.
Punch the ref.
He did. He did. Luger's like, all you motherfuckers are bald. I don't know any better.
Anybody that's not watching this and just listening to it, look up the word in the Urban Dictionary, clusterfuck. And then you'll understand what this match is all about.
Yep. This is the grade A cluster fuck right here. The poor referee is trying to hold it together, but fucking how do you?
Well, you can't. There's no point in having a referee.
Flair's not even wearing wrestling boots. He's got fucking dress shoes on.
He's got his loafers on.
They're dragging fucking Glenn Gabberty out of here. I don't know where the fuck they're taking him to. Hopefully to whoop his ass. Oh, now we've got some dissension amongst the ranks as the Harris brothers are fighting the Marmalukes here.
Yeah, of course.
Makes perfect sense to me.
And Luger's going to clear the ring of everybody.
Oh, Johnny Stromboli means business. He took his shirt off. There's that arm, Glenn, that you were asking about.
Yeah.
They clear the ring.
Oh,
look at everybody's face in the crowd. They all look fucking confused. They're all just like, I don't fucking know. Who knows?
Finally, now we're on one.
Now we're down to whoever the fuck this guy is and Lex Luger. Oh wow! Look at the athleticism here.
Whoa,
that looks like something you see on Dynamite for sure.
There's a bit of wrestling going on there.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
That was a mistake. He probably got fired the day after.
Nah, this is WCW. They didn't fire anybody.
It was far too much like a wrestling move.
They said, "Sir, what the fuck were you doing out there? Wrestling? What are you doing that for?" He's got Johnny Stromboli up in the, and that's it. The two guys with the combined age of 168 won this one, pal, against four other guys. There is a sign that says "R.I.P. Andre the Giant," which that's actually a nice sign. So.
Yeah.
Bacon 316. Glenn, you like bacon?
I do like bacon.
I had breakfast for dinner tonight. We got some breakfast from one of my favorite takeout spots, and I had a couple of slices of bacon along with biscuits and gravy. But I saved my pancakes for tomorrow morning. I might need them.
I had hash browns with bacon and onion rings for breakfast this morning.
That sounds delicious. I'm not a really big a fan of onion rings, but that still sounds delicious.
Yeah, I do like the old battered onion rings.
So we got Mike Awesome's here with the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow. Which Mike Awesome was really fucking good back in the day.
He
was living. Yeah.
So was Bam Bam. By 2000, he'd seen better days.
Yeah, he absolutely had. Yeah, definitely. But no, Bam Bam could definitely go. I mean, he was one of the first big men that I can remember that could move and kind of fly around like that. Oh, God damn it. We're getting an ad here, Glenn.
Yeah, of course we do.
I signed back up for this thing because I was just like switching cards, and I forgot to sign up for the premium, and now I'm getting fucking ads. Fucking Peacock, you son of a bitch. Glenn doesn't know. Glenn doesn't know about Peacock because he doesn't have to deal with that shit, do you, Glenn?
No, we still have the network, thankfully.
Lucky you, Glenn. Lucky you.
Although there seems to be, because of Peacock, now we get a lot more sort of WWF or WWE ads.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
A lot of plugging things because otherwise they're dead air.
Right, it would just be a blank screen for 45 seconds while they plug Peacock.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
What annoys me is that I pay premium price to watch Raw and SmackDown.
All right.
And they say, and now we go to commercial, but you'll carry on watching it picture in picture, and we don't get picture in picture.
Nah. That
so
sucks.
Imagine when it comes back, I've got a clue what's going on.
Yeah, no, that really sucks. Who the fuck is this guy? He's got Jimmy Hart. He's talking to Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, who looks a lot better there than the last time we saw him a few minutes ago when he was being carried out of the stretcher.
He definitely did. He was pointing at his eye like Tio Man there, though. The great eye is always watching.
Oh, yep.
He did it. He tore a shirt off some fat guy. That guy's talking too aggressive to be a scrawny little idiot. I don't know that guy, Glenn, but I hate him.
I find a lot of scrawny little idiots talk very loud and brash like that. Especially short ones.
Yeah.
Little man syndrome is rife.
That Napoleon thing will really get you. We got Jimmy Hart coming out here with I don't know whom. I literally don't know who this guy is. He looks like a more jacked up barbarian. I mean, not barbarian, warlord.
No.
Hold on. Do his trunks say hail balls?
Something like that.
I swear it says hail balls. I'm not making this up. I mean, hail balls, big star in the Mid-South territory in the 1986s.
I'm gonna, you know me, I'm gonna have to do some research on this.
Glenn is referring to the research department as we speak. What the hell is going on now? Jimmy Hart took his jacket off like he's fighting. Man chow? What the fuck is man chow? They got a man chow sign. I don't understand what's happening here. Who would? Okay, we got some ladies. Some ladies of the night are here. Everybody, it's time to come aboard the whole train. I don't know what else this could be. He's got a Howard Stern shirt on. What the fuck is going on? Some emo bastard is coming out here. Some homo emeless. Who's it? Okay, this is the guy, Glenn. This is the radio host guy that was screaming and shouting.
This is Man Cow. And yeah, and the geezer with Jimmy Hart is the Freak.
Okay, we've got the Man Cow.
This is amazing. Right? Man Cow. They don't even include all the bevy of beauties there. They say with Al Roker Jr. and Turd, the bartender.
Wait a second. You say Turd the bartender?
Bartender.
Turn the bartender. WCW 2000, folks. You can't make this up. He's with the Freak who's hailing balls, apparently.
All these drinks
Glenn, I live in Nebraska and I've seen, spotted cows, I've seen brown cows, but I ain't never in my motherfucking Nebraska life seen a man cow ever. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
I think it was called a load of balls.
I guess so. And he's facing Jimmy Hart. Okay. They sell this on pay-per-view?
Well, apparently so.
Some poor bastard paid $29.99 for this.
Is it no wonder they held their hands up and said, "Here, Vince, take it"?
Man cow win it for Farley. Do they mean Chris Farley? Oh, Kakamora right in the nuts. Jimmy Hart throwing some very believable punches here. Now he's trying to choke him nail style, but not very well, though.
No, you can't beat Nails for that.
Oh, my God. Now is he gonna, don't rip his clothes off. What? This is goddamn ridiculous.
It's a 5-star technical match, folks.
This looks like a couple of fucking fifth graders having a tussle on the playground. This is the worst. Jimmy Hart is now on the second rope. He is ascending to is he going to go to the top rope? Don't tell me. Glenn, I've seen many things. Oh! I don't even know how to describe what I just saw. Jimmy Hart tried to jump off the top rope, sort of.
For anybody that's listening, he managed to just about climb to the top rope, jumped off, landed on his feet, and then flopped on the floor.
And he didn't so much as jump off the top rope as he just kind of fell.
He just landed on his feet and then flopped on the floor.
And somehow the ref got in the middle of it. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, my God. That's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. Oh, my God. And now the Freak's got him back in the ring after he just tossed him out. And is Jimmy Hart going to get the win? Oh, the referee's still down from the devastating top rope maneuver from Jimmy Hart. He'll never walk again, probably. Is that Al Roker Jr. that gave him the chair?
Must have been.
Had to have been.
It doesn't look like a third bartender.
No, he does not look like a third bartender. What? And now Man Cow apparently is going for the pin here. 1, 2, and 3. And some fucking how on wrestling pay-per-view, Man Cow has just defeated Jimmy Hart. Keep on dancing. That's all I can say is just keep on dancing. Oh, a motherfucker named Man Cow who weighs all of $137 just won a fucking match on a wrestling pay-per-view. Jesus Christ.
Defeated one of the best managers in the business who is not a wrestler. Never has been.
Now Billy Kidman's hitting the ring for some reason. Is he going to beat up Jimmy Hart? Yeah, okay. No.
Well, why not? Everybody else has had a go at him.
I guess it's fuck Jimmy Hart day.
Yeah.
I didn't get the memo, but it's fuck Jimmy Hart day. Jesus Christ, he's now, I don't know, I married Tori Wilson. I'm a hell of a salesman. You're nothing. I don't want to keep on dancing. I wonder what Billy Kidman's up to now. I know he worked for WWE for a while, and maybe he still does, but
Still does. I think he's still there in the performance center.
that wouldn't surprise me. He's probably teaching people how to be a good salesman because he managed to marry Tori Wilson. So Vince Russo again, bro. We're Italian, bro. I carry a baseball bat, bro. Bro, come on, bro. You got stonewashed jeans on, bro. Bro. God damn.
That's the best bit of the show so far is the Domino's advert.
That's true. It's true. It's making me want to slice a pizza. I didn't realize they showed this many fucking ads. I watched an entire episode of The Office. They didn't show one ad.
No.
Did you watch the British version of The Office, Glenn?
No, I hated it.
Oh, well then.
We had this conversation the other day with me and Jeremy. I don't actually like Ricky Gervais.
So that's the guy who's the star?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Michael Scott of that of the.
Yeah, Michael Scott is absolutely amazing. I love the American Office, but
me too. Okay, go ahead. Don't worry, I will hold the fort down. I am a professional, Glenn. You can watch Shrek now on Peacock. Goddamn fucking ads. All right, we're getting a live shot of the crowd. There's a man in a FUBU jersey. I was a big FUBU jersey guy in middle school. I'm ashamed to say it now, but I did it. It's the Wall, brother. I know this guy. That's the Wall, brother. Straight from a trailer park near you. It's the Wall, brother.
The Wall.
Straight from the heart of Dixie Trailer Park. He's wearing fucking khakis too. Does everybody have to wear fucking khakis? Like it's a requirement to show up at a WCW pay-per-view in your fucking khakis?
They probably couldn't afford to pay him, so they couldn't afford wrestling gear by this time.
They said to hell with it. Put on the khakis, pal. Bro, put on the khakis, bro. Bro, we got the khakis, bro. Who's he facing? Uh-oh. That's Steiner. That's Steiner, his gay side guy. I better put that shit down or he's going to get the fuck beat out of him.
It's a big Papa Pump.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holler if you hear me. All the toilets out there are, goddamn it. Big Papa Pump, I'm your hookup. That's what that sign said. Look at that. That is all hard work and chicken breast 100% of the time. Good God. How did he get his biceps to look like that? Is the answer
chemical enhancement and a lot of hard work.
Yes. I mean, you can't just take the enhancement and expect it to happen. You have to work too.
Yeah, that's right.
Otherwise, you just get fat.
And to be fair to him, with whatever age he is now, at the Hall of Fame, he don't look bad.
Scott Steiner looks very natural. Definitely shake weight workouts. Thank you for the mayor of Kent. So here we go. Dream match here. We've got the Wall, brother, taking on Scott Steiner. I don't know about you, Glenn, but this is on my list of dream matches.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's one I never knew I wanted to see.
Sometimes in wrestling, you just get something. You're like, I never knew I wanted that, but here it is. Now, the Wall, tall guy, doesn't have the face of a star, though.
No.
And
he's just had it punched in by Scott Steiner, so...
This referee's a hard worker. He had to take care of everything in that fucking first fucking match that was a goddamn clusterfuck, and now he's got to be out here reffing again, so...
I was just about to say he's not much of a Wall the way he crumpled there, but he's made a bit of a comeback now.
If he was the Berlin Wall, it's coming down, pal. Oh, no, he's on the second rope laying down. Oh, he hit him right in the nuts right in front of the referee. Should that be a disqualification?
Probably not. Not with these WCW referees.
You're right. He didn't see a goddamn thing.
Even what we've seen earlier, this guy has got form for not disqualifying people.
That's true. He kind of lets it go, right? He's a he's a let it go kind of guy. Back elbows from the wall. Another.
Oh, he looked so.
Glenn, we've watched 3 matches. In every single one of the matches, we've seen at least 2 nut shots.
It wasn't that one. It wasn't even behind the referee's back. The referee sort of turned away. I didn't see that.
I swear I was looking at the crowd the entire time. Going back to what Glenn said earlier, look up clusterfuck in the Urban Dictionary, and that's this whole fucking pay-per-view. I thought maybe some things might look up. It hasn't. It's been just downhill ever since it started.
I'm looking forward to the next one, though.
Oh, you know what the next match? What's the next match?
It's Mike Awesome against Ernie Miller.
Oh, the cat, Ernest Miller.
Yeah.
Somebody call my mama. People don't know, but he was the originator of the Brodus Clay song. He had the "Somebody Call My Mama" song back in WWE, like in 2004.
Yeah, I know.
Which fuck, that guy had a lot of charisma. I can't wait to see him out here. The cat's gonna be out here dancing. Now you got me excited, Glenn. This must be some sort of hardcore match because now we've got a table out. The wall's got a table.
No, it's not. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Okay. It is not billed as a hardcore match.
Since I had to look up Man Cow, I've got the result here as well, so I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Man Cow. God damn it. All right. And now we've set up the table, and Scott Steiner is going for a suit. You can't suplex the wall, brother.
The thing is, you're coming up with a wrestling name. Who comes up with the idea of Man Cow?
I don't know. Who comes up with the name The Wall?
The referee's
What the fuck? This fucking referee just got chokeslammed through a table. Oh, and now we're ringing the bell.
I guess they got another referee there.
Well, that's a disqualification. It's gone too far, Glenn.
Yeah, disqualify the wall.
What is happening?
Now he's after the other ref as well now.
What on earth is happening?
Not after his opponent, he's after the other referee.
So Scott Steiner, the big bad booty daddy, is victorious by disqualification. Wow.
Can I say,
yeah,
Mr. Puddles, I got into the Hall of Fame because I have followed you and I have listened to your podcast and I have watched your watch-alongs from day one. Some of the big thing about a work in progress is you're proud of the shit you watch. But this has plumbed a new low.
It really has. It really has, Clint. It's really set the bar for AWI Pod. It really has. I have seen it all. I have watched a man push another man off of a building and then that man walk to the ring as if he never fell off a fucking building before. But it wasn't quite like this.
Last week you saw Bernice.
Fucking Bernice.
Coming back from the dead.
Man.
This is unbelievable.
But this is something else. Yeah. I would like Bernice. It needs to be in WCW 2000. I'd love to see Bernice take on the total package Lex Luger.
This is that bad that we've not even found anybody that would remotely get into the Hall of Fame.
Man cow ain't getting in, I'll tell you that much. It ain't happening.
No, none of them are.
Well, the cat might. Cat Ernest Miller may. I'm sure he had to have already gone in. I don't believe there's no way he's not already in. There's a shadow moving in the background. Did you see that? There's the shadow again. Oh, it's Bam Bam Bigelow, of course.
That's the shadow.
Of course it was. What a sell job by the cat here. He's just taking a nap. He's taking a cat nap. Well, here we go. Glenn's excited for this one. It's Mike Awesome, who's very awesome.
Well, I was until poor old Ernest the Cat Miller got attacked by Bam Bam Bigelow before he even got into the ring.
Yeah, it's a shame. Mike Awesome. He had some very good ECW stuff, if I remember.
He was very good in ECW, yeah.
Do you remember when he was the fat chick thriller?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
And he was also what? That 70s guy, Mike Awesome?
Yeah. Talk about a gimmick that you'd never get away with today.
Absolutely not. No, that would not work out. Okay, so Bam Bam Bigelow is apparently beating up Ernest the Cat Miller in the back, which means by proxy he gets to have his match, I guess.
There he's going to. Well, that's not what it says here, but
for Bam Bam Bigelow being such a big guy, he has no ass. It's like a piece of paper.
He's very flat at the front, but at the back, and very round at the front.
Yeah, his belly sticks out further than his butt does. Oh my god, that was another weak boot. That was worse than the first one we saw. Oh, that was impressive.
Oh,
that was the coolest thing we've seen on this show.
It certainly was, yeah.
It ain't getting any better than that.
But his name is Awesome.
Well, absolutely. This is very NXT 2.0. Some guy beats some guy up in the back, and so he just goes out and takes this match. That's 100% something that would happen on NXT 2.0.
It certainly is.
Oh! Watch out for the poor Blackhawks fan in the front row. Go Hawks!
Bam Bam's gone into the crowd.
Here we go, and now Mike Awesome died. This is gonna, Glenn. We're gonna might have to just shut it off after this. I don't think it's getting any better than this. It ain't getting any better than this. Other than another Domino's commercial. I know the name of this referee. That's referee Mickey J.
Oh.
Ouch, that hurts, the sign in the crowd says.
Whoever wrote this up, these results, didn't know the difference between Bam Bam Bigelow and
I couldn't tell the difference between a bleached blonde-haired African-American man and a 300-pound bald tattooed man. This
is what it says, right? Mike Awesome defeated Ernest Miller. It's the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship Tournament quarterfinal match.
So this is a tournament qualifier match, and they didn't put any graphics up on the screen to inform us that or anything. They just said, here, just get out there.
And Bam Bam's just gone and beat up Ernie Miller and take this place.
I mean, Glenn, I don't know how many wrestling promotions you've ever been in, but every promotion I've ever been in, you just beat the guy up whose match you want. If you want to get in that tournament, you just beat the guy up and you're in.
I wish I'd known that back in the day.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here comes Ernest. Oh, nice.
Ernest is here. Beautiful. He's got leopard print fucking pajama pants on.
Yep.
Okay.
Because there's nothing racially stereotypical about a black man in leopard print.
No, absolutely not. I mean, no, absolutely not. Dolomites out here. And he just cut a promo. I don't know what he said. Oh no, he's putting the ruby red slippers on like fucking Dorothy. He's gonna click his heels 10 times and go back to Oz.
Yeah.
Mike Awesome's fucked. Is he gonna dance? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there he
Somebody
goes.
call his mama. Somebody call his mama. Somebody call his mama. Oh! So no, Glenn, whoever took those notes is a genius. It's just this whole fucking pay-per-view doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
So,
Mike
yeah,
Awesome beats
because
him.
I apologize to whoever wrote those, who wrote the result, because we got there in the end.
You were correct. So, so the match is supposed to be Mike Awesome versus Ernest Scat Miller, but instead Bam Bigelow runs down. The referee goes, that checks out. And then in the middle of the match, Ernest the Cat Miller comes out, super kicks Bam Bigelow, inserts himself into the match. The referee goes, that checks out.
Yeah. And that one super kick has put Bam Bam out of commission completely.
Yeah, he retired after that. He couldn't wrestle anymore. Holy fucking shit. Well, we're not going to shut it down. We're going to watch one more, and then we're going to shut it down. Holy fucking cow. Nothing on this pay-per-view has made any sense. And I wonder why they went out of business. I just couldn't imagine the anger if I didn't have a Reese's peanut butter cup right now. It's like after every fucking match they do this.
Yep.
Glenn, do you like the Reese's peanut butter cups?
I don't mind them.
Oh, they're my favorite candy. I'm a big peanut butter guy though, so I like peanut butter M&Ms too. Those are my favorite M&Ms.
I've got a big jar of peanut butter in my cupboard.
See, Glenn, I would have a big jar of peanut butter M&Ms in my cupboard, but I'll just fucking eat them. I'll just eat them and eat them until they're gone. So you can't keep them around me. It's all that goddamn banana bread, pal. God damn it. Gets me every time, Glenn.
All the good stuff is in the second half of this pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Glenn. We'll get you back on here again, and we'll watch the second half. Billy Kidman's like, hey, man, I'm trying to, like, make out with Tori, so why don't you leave me alone? How about you go make out with Russo, bro?
The whole theme of this thing is this running through this quarterfinals of the United States Heavyweight Championship.
Oh,
Doesn't make sense. This is why these promos don't make sense, because they're all against one another.
Yeah. So now we've got Buff Bagwell and we got the franchise Shane Douglas.
Mhm.
Beautiful top hat for Buff.
And they're up against Harlem Heat 2000.
So it's Big T,
It's
aka Ahmed Johnson instead of Booker T, right?
Yeah. And
Do
yet,
you remember? Do you remember when Big T fought Booker T for the initial T?
Yeah. I don't remember that match, but obviously Booker won because he's still using it.
I don't think he did because I think he lost and then he became GI Bro for a while.
Oh, right. That's why. The thing is, you've got Shane Douglas and Buff Bagwell against Harlem Heat 2000. And yet, the next match, you've got Sting against Booker T.
Okay.
Why not give Sting somebody else and have the original Harlem Heat? Make this pay-per-view at least half decent.
Is that Clarence Mason?
That is Clarence.
Holy fucking shit. I didn't even know he was in WCW. Ahmed Johnson. Shout out to my friend and yours, DC Matthews. I know he's with me on this one. I was a huge Ahmed Johnson fan when he first came in. I was 12, but I was a huge Ahmed Johnson fan when he first came in.
The guy was so athletic for a big black man like that, and he'd do those standing moonsaults and
Yeah, and he did like that Pearl River plunge, and he just had like a presence to him when he walked out. Which Bruce Pritchard also on Something to Wrestle With once said about Ahmed Johnson that he wasn't prejudiced because not only would he hurt other people during matches, he'd also hurt himself.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a fucking hell of a line.
Yeah. No, it was a shame because he was athletic, but he just wasn't a good wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely could have been, main event star, but it just didn't work out for him.
Oh yeah.
Hard-working chicken breast Buff Bagwell's out here with the franchise Shane Douglas.
Bouncy. Getting
There was something very bouncy going on in the crowd. Buff is the stuff. The new blood. Apparently, that must have been a big thing. The new Blood Brothers. Ooh. Which Harlem Heat was always one of my favorite tag teams of all time. And I mean, if I had to pick out a favorite tag team of all time, it probably would be Harlem Heat, but not Harlem Heat 2000.
No.
Every time I see Stevie Ray, I always think "Suckers Gots to Know" because I remember you used to say that on "Suckers Gots to Know." The franchise Shane Douglas, also known as Dean Douglas.
Yep. We won't go into that again.
He was a teacher. That was fun. Oh, Stevie Ray looks very much in shape here.
He does, doesn't he?
He does. I remember when he was in the NWO, and I was just like, what? Why is he in the NWO? Doesn't make any sense. Ooh, big spine buster by Big T here, who clearly must have already won the initial two. I don't know. This referee's not fucking around. He's like, get the fuck out of here. People have left. There are several seats that had people in them that are now empty now. They said, fuck this, I'm gone.
Yeah. We'll just go to the concession stand and then go home. We had enough.
We'll just go get a hot dog and a piece of pizza and we'll head to the car. What do you think?
Yeah.
They probably got free tickets anyway. Oh, no, they're making their way back, Glenn. He's back from the concession stand. He's got a fucking program. He wants to make sure that he remembers the name Man Cow.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, my God. Fuck him.
Oh, here we go. Franchise Shane. Is this some sort of like a tag team tournament match, Glenn, or is this just a regular old fucking match?
Yeah, it's just a tag team match thrown in amidst all this heavyweight championship thing.
I'm sure that Shane Douglas and there's a guy outside. Who's this guy?
Oh, let me go to the. I've just come out of it.
Is it Ice Train? It's probably Ice Train. I don't know who. I don't know what his gimmick is now, but he used to be Ice Train. Another nut shot.
Yeah, the two. That's Cash with a K, Kash, and the other guy with him is Jay Biggs, but we don't know who that is. It's not Jay Biggs.
So Jay Biggs is a. Did they just win? What the fuck just happened? Buff Bagwell and Shane Douglas are the winners, apparently.
And nobody knows why.
Nobody knows how, and nobody knows why. It's just that Buff is the stuff. Oh, now we got some dissension amongst the ranks here.
No, you were right. It's a WCW World Tag Team Championship Tournament semi-final match.
That's a mouthful, Glenn. That is a mouthful. And that's where we're going to end this show, is with Big T staring intently at Stevie Ray as that match ended somehow. I'm not sure how, but Buff and Shane Douglas won. Wow. Glenn, if you could sum that show up in 3 words, what would it be?
Polite.
It's hard to come up with 3 words, isn't it?
I summed it up during it. It was a clusterfuck, and I can't find a third word to actually describe.
Was a clusterfuck. That's 3 words right there.
Those are 3 words.
Because that was a goddamn mess, pal. I don't know. I can't even put into words what we've just seen. We saw a motherfucker named Mancow defeat Jimmy Hart. Scott Steiner was won by disqualification after 2 blatant nut shots right in the view of the referee.
See the referee put through a table.
Bam Bam Bigelow somehow lost a match that he wasn't involved in and didn't get pinned. And Shane Douglas and Buff Bagwell won a semifinal tag team tournament match, and we're not sure how.
Not sure how.
Or why or when. That's going to do it from us. Glenn, get the plugs in. Where can we follow you? Where can we listen to your show? What day does it come out? Let me hear it.
I'm at GA WrestleNut on Twitter. You can find also at Piece of Business. Jeremy runs that on Twitter. At Piece of Business, or just look for me anywhere on Instagram and Facebook. We do our shows on a Sunday. It normally comes out on a Sunday. I've got a special on this week as well. If anybody is interested in the Beatles, non-wrestling Piece of Business, I teamed up with DDT Bestie Simon, and we did a review of the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album, which came out 55 years ago today.
On my birthday, nonetheless.
On your birthday.
There we go. So if you're a fan of the Beatles, you definitely check that out. Also, we did the Brit quiz last week, which that you can listen to the audio version of that, or you can find it. I'm sure you can still find it on Glenn's Twitter page if you look it up, which was friggin' hilarious. That's on their podcast account too. So check it out. I mean, just look up Glenn Abbott on any podcast app that you have, and you'll find it.
Yep,
that's how I do it, pal. Well, that's going to do it, pal. We are going to catch you down the road. I already did the Sports Wire plug, right? Yes, I did.
You did the Sports Wire plug.
I'm out of here.